Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. It's Tiffany here. Thanks for joining me today, and welcome back if you're already a subscriber. Be sure and say hi. Leave me a comment if you're a new subscriber. I'd like to get to know you. This is part 2 of my file folder mini album. This is the collection I'm using today is Dream Big Little Girl. It's from Echo Park paper. Super cute. Maybe I should let you look at that for a second longer. So fun and so girly. So I've been having troubles with my camera. I got part way finished with part 1 and it just cut me off because I was running out of storage, but this is what we're making today. So this is how far I am. This is my example. Show you really quick so you'll know what we're making. Little flap there with a magnet. Got a pocket here. And all this is made out of just one file folder. It's all in the way that you fold it up. And it's pretty easy, pretty fun. So if you want to see how I put this together, then watch part 1 and I'll link that below. Tuck spot there, some little waterfall here, another pocket. Flip out there, another pocket here. That's such a cute collection. And another flip out there. So it looks pretty complicated, but it's really not. And you can use any paper you want with that little file folder mini album. I want to do, this one's for my granddaughter. I want to do one with the Dream Big Little Boy collection also for my grandsons. Hopefully I can get that done. So let's see. I got most of the cover done in part 1. I couldn't find any more. I just found this little piece in my stash of the little pom-pom trim and I couldn't find any more, so I'm going to use a little bit different one. And I don't see. I think I would probably, your best bet would be to use some Fabri-Tac. I'm going to grab that 1 second. Okay, Fabri-Tac is really a good glue for adding lace and trim, ribbon onto your paper. It's also really good for just gluing like thinner papers together because it doesn't wrinkle or buckle up. Oh, maybe should have put those stickers on after or before. It's been like 2 weeks since I did part 1 and I can't even hardly remember what I already said in the video. I should have watched that video again, but anyway, I can barely remember how I made this little book. It's so cute, but yeah, I added some velvet ribbon to the spine and I think it's so cute, so pretty. Really adds to it, but it also makes it a little more stiff to open up and close, which isn't a huge deal, but it's just a little stiffer. Okay, I think that's good there. So yeah, I'll link Fabri-Tac below. I love this glue. It does have kind of a strong smell though, so if you're sensitive to that type of thing. Let's see. So, stickers. I did layer up some stickers here. Let me show you that really quick. Here's the sticker sheet. That fun. I love this rainbow. And those butterflies are so cute. Okay, so I grabbed this, let's see, this floral sticker right here. And I think I kind of cut it so it'd be a little smaller to tuck under there. And I added, you can barely see it, but I added a little piece of it up here underneath the happy sticker. So, and I used the, let's see, I guess I'll go ahead and stick that on. I think, let's see. Oh, gosh. Well, yeah, only that much of it shows. So I'm going to cut it about there. And then cut that little, let's see, how much, yeah, it's pretty hard to see, but I'm going to just cut that top little flower and a half of a flower off like that. So it's not wasted behind that butterfly. I'm going to just tuck that right in there. Let's see, yeah. Okay, that looks pretty good, I think. I could have gotten it maybe a tiny bit higher, but that's okay. I want this to kind of pop out a little bit. So, okay, I think I'll just stick this back here for now. And I'm gonna put this, I think I'll grab the little sun first. I think this is such a darling little sun with the little little X's on it. Really adds to it. And then I want my, let's see, here it is. I did pop the sun up on like a pop dot, but I think, what did I use? Yeah, I did use one of these that I get from the Dollar Tree. Just foam squares. Foam mounting squares, I think is what they're called. They're not as thick as pop dots, so I tend to like them better. Okay, and then just tuck that in the corner right there. And then it'll be about the same height as your little card. And let's see. And there's that little tiny happy tag. Where's that? Here it is. And I did add a tiny piece of foam underneath that also, so it would stand up. So when I'm cutting foam, I just leave it on the backing so it doesn't get so stuck to your scissors, and just trim a little piece. I think that'll be okay. And I think I did ink around that a little. No, maybe I didn't. Just like that. So I'm leaving a little bit of the sticker to stick onto this edge here. I'm going to butt that up against it. Oh, see, it overlaps here. That looks better. I've got more layers here. I ended up using the little, obviously this square, so let's see. Well, yeah, I wish it overlapped on the, wonder if I could move that without, I don't know. Ugh. Trim it just a little bit more. Hopefully it will still stick. Okay, that should work because I want that to overlap onto the white so it's more noticeable, and also so it doesn't stick out quite so far. Okay, that's good. I'm happy with that. And then we just need our butterfly. Butterfly. Love this butterfly. I love these colors. And what I did here is, there's a little trick for stickers. I put a little bit of either, I'm in my kitchen, so I'm going to use baking powder. You could use baking soda. Also baby powder. Yeah. So I'm just going to rub it on the back of my sticker where I don't want it to stick. And it will just totally take away the stickiness. So I'm going to rub it on that right side. And then stick the sticky side down onto my paper here. Let's see, I don't want to cover up the word there, either of those words. Okay. So I think that'll work right there. And I'm just going to bend that up a tiny bit. Super fun. I do have a little extra space here. I wonder if I would like that little extra piece of, oh, I forgot about that. Maybe, yeah, I think I might put it down here. Yeah, I like that. Okay, there we go. There's the cover, all finished. So, yeah, there's plenty, because you're just using little pieces of, you know, most papers in the collection. So there's plenty if you wanted to make a couple. Then you could do one with both of those little cut apart cards. Okay, and I went ahead and just put the backgrounds on these 2 pages, and then I have a die cut I did, and for some reason I have 2 die cuts that are the same. This one's a little bit got bigger little loops on it. I grabbed the wrong one, I guess, but I'll just show you. This is the one, and I think I got this from Tuesday Morning a couple of years ago, so I don't know if you'd ever find it anywhere, but the brand name says Momenta. So yeah, that's where that came from. And let's see, that is really bulky right there with that bigger trim. Okay, so I just layered up some of the pink solid that is, yeah, the solids kit for the Dream Big Little Girl. And I'll link this paper below if you're interested in getting it. Put my baking powder away before I like spill it all over or something. And I think I'll just go ahead and glue my mat down. A little photo mat. Just right on the top section. Center it. And then I did fussy cut this little flower out of this flower paper. And let's see. I want something to, yeah, did I pop that up at all? No. Just glued it on there. And this orange gingham paper is from Joann's, just from their open stock. It's just a scrap that I had sitting on my table when I was making this book, so I probably won't put that there again. That's, you know, that's obviously where you would put a photo. So, and then got the, let's see, glue that on there real quick. about right there and kind of leaving, I think I just put my glue in the center here, so we'll be able to tuck your photo underneath those little flowers. Hopefully they won't get in the way. And then there's a little strawberry sticker here and another little flower sticker right here. So let's stick those on. And I did pop up the strawberry. Let's see, so I'll take the other little piece that I've got left there. Stick that on. Hopefully I've deleted enough photos and videos from my camera that it's not going to cut out on me again. It's really frustrating. Okay, there's that one. Oh, and then the little sticker that says girl. This might take me a second to get it out really carefully, so I'm gonna skip this. It is a pretty delicate sticker, and you might need to add just a touch of glue on it here and there, because you end up touching it so much that, yeah, I worry that it's not gonna stick very well. So, okay, and then put that on top of your little flowers right here. Gently. Oh, that's so cute. And then don't forget your little dot on your eye. I'll probably do that later. Get a tiny bit of glue here and there, but this glue, I'm using Art Glitter Glue, and it really doesn't show when you get it in the wrong spot. Once it dries, it's pretty matte and clear, so that's a good thing about that. Okay, now this piece, let's see, where is that? Got my little pieces cut. It's got the yellow on the back, and I just added an extra little piece of cardstock here, and I've got a tuck spot here, so if you wanted to put a little photo in here, you could. I did put some of the powder behind the top half of that teepee. You could do some journaling there too. So let's see. So what I did was, I've got, gosh, I probably need a measurement for that, but yeah, it's about 5.5 by 3 3/4. And then I just scored it about, or you can just fold it, it's not a big deal, about 1/2 inch down, so you'll have a little spot to tuck under. Hopefully that's straight enough. So that will tuck underneath this paper like that, and then you won't see that it's under there. So let's see, I think I'll glue this under here first, and then glue this to the book. So get it where you want it. So I'm kind of centering it between here and here, making sure it's pretty straight. That looks okay. I did round those corners, so I'm just gluing it to the underneath side of this, and it'll flip up like that. Let's see, corner jumper, here it is. And this, you don't have to round your corners. Oops, it's full. I'm using the small side to round those corners just a bit. Kind of a mess. And then I'll just glue this down here. And I pre-cut this one. So you didn't have to watch me do all of them, but I will show you on one of them how I go around this little flap here. And I do like to use glue because, especially on the pages, I'm not worried about using whatever. You use whatever you want if you're putting a photo mat down or something like this. But for doing the pages, the mats on the pages, I really like to use glue because it just makes your book so much more sturdy. And this would have been cute to ink around the edges of this a little bit to make it stand out. If you want to do some inking there. Oh, okay. Let's see, I forgot already to put my magnet in. So let's lift that up before it dries. I do have some little magnets here. Let's see, here they are. And I'll see if I can find them and link those for you below too. I love these little things. So they're really strong. Is that 2? Yeah, that's 2. So you would want to, if you can get them apart. Here's the little magnets. Okay, and then I want some, well, I don't know if I have tape right here. Let's see. Okay, got my score tape, and we're going to make sure you got them going the right direction. So see which way they go together. So this one I'm going to put under here, and I'm going to put a little piece of score tape on top of it. Rip a little piece. Let's see, is that a good spot? Maybe I'll put it a little bit lower. Oh gosh, making a mess on this page here. Okay, keep that magnet in place and then pull that off, and we can stick that back down. Okay, then we will need a piece of paper there. Let's see if I've got something here that would work, because I didn't cut that. Or did I? Oh, maybe I did. Let's see. I don't know. Oh, yeah, that looks right. See, I can't remember what I did already. Okay, that'll work. Just a piece of white cardstock, and then we can hide our magnet. Let's see, where did I? Okay, under that white cardstock. So where is the end? There it is. I ripped that kind of crazy last time. Ooh. So I'm going to put this on the bottom of that magnet now, and then find the spot where they're gonna meet up. They'll definitely get stuck to each other, and then add a little glue. Just add that. Oh wait, let's see. Yeah, that's right. I need to stick it to the yellow paper, and then I'll cover it with the white. Sorry, I have to think about doing magnets. I haven't done one for a while. So yeah, we can just go ahead and stick that. Ooh, that's really close. I think it's gonna be okay. Okay, good. And then that's stuck where you need it to be stuck. And that is a little close to the edge. So I'm going to have to make sure I cover that up, which is not my best work here. Okay, but you get the idea. So yeah, I wasn't thinking about how high this is here. I was thinking it would be down lower. So yeah, when you do it, just make sure that your magnet is down a little, up a little higher here, okay, to start with. And then you can go ahead and just put your stickers on there. I think I cut a little piece of, let's see, what is that? I think this is just a little scrap of, this with the stripes is just a little scrap of this paper. And then you've got this sticker is right here, and then the cute little banners. So I'm not going to do that right now, and I did just stick a little piece of ribbon right there on the top edge of that little piece of paper there, just for a little pull, and that magnet just makes it stick, because this kind of flaps open if you don't have a magnet there. And you don't have to have a magnet. It's not the end of the world if it flaps open a little bit, but just really makes it look nice to have a magnet there. Okay, here's our little pocket on the side. Maybe I can find it. And I left this one open because I put this big card in it. And then in my last video, I was all excited because I had not seen one of the papers. Because I just bought some of the papers. I didn't buy the whole collection to begin with, and then just opened the collection to do this video. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is. And I love these. I love this because it had the little swan card right here. I cut that out already, but I love this one. I'm going to use this one. So I should have cut that out ahead of time. All right, got that cut. This one's cute too. Some cute stripes on the back. All right, so I'll round the corners on that one. I think I should have done the smaller corners, but that's okay. All right, and I added a bit of ribbon here, and I don't know if I like that pink with that pink, so I might, let's see, actually I'll probably just hold off on doing the ribbons. All you need to do is glue a little piece of ribbon from the front, just fold it in half, glue it to the front and glue it to the back if you're going to sew it, especially. Well, you need to glue it on the front and the back anyway, but if you're planning on sewing like I did, this I glued it to the front, and I thought I could just, you know, hold it in place while I sewed it, but it pushed it. It messed it up. So, yeah, so you know. Well, maybe I'll grab a little piece. Okay. And I'll just glue it on. And we won't sew it. Now this is similar to this one. This one is from Hobby Lobby, and I don't know if they have it anymore. Got it a while ago. So I would just grab, it's probably 2 inches, not that much. That's what it looks like. And you could totally, you know, thread a small ribbon through that. Would be really cute for something. Let's see, how do I want that? I think yeah, that looks better than that. Yeah, it's not a big deal either way, I guess. It's probably not going to show that much. That's cute. So yeah, I would just add a little bit of Fabri-Tac to that. And you can always decide if you want to sew it or not later on. If you have a sewing machine, you could even just run a couple stitches. Trim that a little more. By hand, you could. Because the sewing just really adds so much to it. It's so cute. So fun. And yeah, I don't even know have the right words to describe it. Okay. Well, that's really sweet. I like that with the white scallops here. So cute. And then I did add just some white paper on the back of that, so you could have like a journaling spot there. Put that in, and then I think it's so fun how I've got the different little, where did the other one go? The different, oh, I pulled them all out, but all the different little trims, I think really makes it so darling. And I think most of these are from Hobby Lobby. I know this one is from Hobby Lobby. Oh, and the ribbon. This ribbon is one that I got from Joann's last year. So it was like a spring or summer item that I put on the spine. So you wouldn't be able to find that. Sorry about that. Okay, making a mess here. Okay. And then obviously cut out another smaller 3x4, and you can tuck it in here too. Well, you don't have to do both of them, but I wanted 2 in each pocket because these pockets are pretty big, and having more in there helps it to stay in place when you've got the top and the side open. So alrighty, next page is the rainbows. So cute. And I didn't want to just like totally cover up the rainbows, and look how cute that is. So yeah, so I made a little tuck spot there with one of the rainbows. So I did find a certain spot on my 12 by 12 page where I would have that rainbow, so I could just kind of cut. Let's see, did I cut an extra one out? I might have, yeah, I guess I did. Okay, sorry. So, yeah. And I don't know if I want to look for that, but okay, so I cut, let's see if I can explain this to you. So I found a certain spot to cut my, oh, I should tell you first, before I get too far. I made a little template. So first of all, I traced this paper. If you know that you're gonna make more than one of these, then I would do this. If you're only gonna make one, this might be a waste of time, but I did trace this page and made a template for it, okay? And then I just cut it like 1/8 of an inch smaller, so I could make a little template for my paper mats to go there. And then after I thought about it, I thought, oh, I should have just used a piece. If you have an extra file folder hanging around, and you probably do, just cut a piece of your file folder, and that will give you a template. And then, well, that's the wrong piece, but you'd have to find the right piece. So just cut that off of your file folder, and that will give you the template, and then just cut it in all the way around and make it, 1/8 of an inch smaller, so that your paper will be 1/8 of an inch smaller, and that's your mat. I hope that makes sense. And you don't even have to leave a mat around. I just like the way that that looks, having a little bit of the file folder showing. But you could cut your paper exactly the same size as the file folder. But if you're putting it all the way into the fold, it's going to make it harder for your book to close. So keep that in mind. So that's why, you know, if you've got, you need a gap here. So it makes more sense to have the gap all the way around. So yeah. Okay, let's see. So that was pretty basic. All I did was I used my template, made sure it was in a spot where I had, you know, a smaller rainbow, because I didn't want the little tuck spot to take up too much room if you have a photo back here. So, and then I had another little scrap with the same rainbow on it, because it repeats probably 4 times that pattern. So then I just cut the same rainbow out and glued it on to this one, just on the bottom. Just put a little glue like on the clouds on the bottom part of that. So we would glue that on there, and then the let's see, do I have those cut? Maybe I don't. And the waterfall, I did that kind of the same as the little flap here, where you fold it and tuck it under, but there's nothing to tuck it under here. All I did was add a little scrap, a 1-inch scrap. I scored it in half. So I'll show you that. Let's see, oh, that goes there. Let's see. And this is the paper. This is the 3x4 cut aparts that I used for the waterfall. Sorry, you probably can't see that. This one, so I'll hurry and cut those off camera. Just follow the lines and cut. It does make it easy because they're all in one strip. All right, I've got those cut out, and I rounded the corners on just the bottom with the small side of the corner chomper. I'll link that below too. That's probably one of my favorite tools. You don't have to round the corners if you don't want to, or if you don't have a corner rounder, but you can use any corner rounder that you have, of course. Okay, so now I have got some little scraps here, again, these are from Joann's that I used in one of my last projects. And you want about an inch wide, and then of course 4 inches across. So, and what I do is just score it in half. Just going to grab my paper trimmer and line that up about a 1/2 inch on either side, and score it with this little tool. I think it's called a stylus. It's got a little ball on each end, one smaller. This is from the Dollar Tree. It's really a handy little. Oh no, I just stepped on my glasses. Gosh. Okay. All right, and then just fold that in half, and you'll stick, starting from your bottom one. So I've got, let's see, I've got 2 gingham, so I want to alternate 2 gingham and a polka dot. So we'll do a gingham first. Just fold that in half like that, and then you'll glue. Oh, it needs to go this way. Actually, we want the gingham to show, so we're going to glue it like this on the top part of your cord, and we'll glue it to your paper. So let's glue it on here first. Okay, and then stick it right on there. Try to make sure it's as straight as you can get it. And then put some more glue on that side and stick it down here, leaving about, golly, I didn't leave much here, maybe 1/4 of an inch at the bottom. Just try to center it. Oh, I wish I had more flowers showing here. Okay, that looks pretty good. Definitely would want to use wet glue with this section too, because then you can adjust it a little bit if you need to, but that's all there is to that. And I didn't put anything underneath. I figured we could leave room for a photo there, of course, and certainly you can put a photo here or here. You could do a little journaling. I have just some oh, what are they called? Not recipe cards, index cards, I guess. Yeah, just ruled index cards that I use a lot that would be perfect for sticking on the backs of some of these. Just cut it to size, and then you've got some journaling space. Alrighty, hopefully that's gonna, that doesn't look like enough room. Let's see. It's gonna barely work. I might have, yeah, hopefully it'll work out. I should have, I wonder if did I tuck it under a little bit? I don't know. All right, we'll see. We'll just do 2 if we don't have room. Let's see. That one. I've got this a little more space there. Why does it look like it's not going to be room? I guess it will. I guess it'll be fine. Well, that one goes first. I just love how the little journaling cards are like, it's the same as this paper, but it's then they'll do like slightly different things, different sizes and stuff. Just change it up a little bit. Sorry. Okay, that'll be fine. Oh, sorry, I've got an itch in my throat. I might need to grab a drink of water. Okay, same thing here. It's probably about time to fill my glue bottle. And it's probably not the best idea to work on top of your work. Get glue all over it. Okay, I might need to trim that a tiny bit. Alrighty, glue here. And then just lay that right. Hopefully you can see this. Right on top of that. Tuck it in just a little bit and make sure it's nice and straight. That looks really good. And then last one here. I did ink the edges of this one. I used the tea dye Distress Oxide. I'll link that. But it adds kind of a vintagey, a yellowy around the edge, which I love. I think that's really cute. I don't know if we're focusing here. Anyway, and then so it kind of lightens up the edge on this darker paper, which I think is really cool. Alrighty, last one. I think I need to trim that a tiny bit. Okay, I've got my paper glued onto that card. And we'll go ahead and stick that one on. Make sure they're all lined up straight. That looks really good. Fun little interactive element. So can add photos there and there and put a photo here. Isn't that fun? Alrighty, maybe I'll go ahead and glue this on off camera. Okay, I've got my, oh, and obviously make a little photo mat for that page. Let's see that, let me measure that for you. But of course you might just want to make it, you know, see what size photo you want to put there. Where is my ruler? Sorry. Let's see, it's about 4.5 by 3.25. Okay, and rounded the corners of that. And then for this tag that goes in here, I already pulled that out. That goes there. Got a little seam binding, crinkled ribbon, seam binding bow on there, and I just glued that on. Got another little scrap here. It's probably a little smaller, but that's okay. We'll make it work. It's probably 8 inches maybe. Probably want 9 or 10 to make it easy to tie. Tie a little bow. And adjust it how you want it. And then just glue that on with a bit of Fabri-Tac. So I did make this look like a tag. All I did was cut the corners. I also cut off maybe 1/8 of an inch off the side to just help it to fit down in that pocket. I think it's gonna fit okay. Yep, perfect. You might not need to do that. Just try it out and see. And then all I did was cut a little bit off the corner here. That. Cut that cute little flower off. That's sad, huh? And then you take that corner and flip it over. And hold it there. And cut that side exactly the same so your sides will match. And there's your little tag. Have my Fabri-Tac. This ribbon you probably would be fine gluing with any glue. This seam binding. Yeah, I'll see if I can find this color and link it below in case you're interested. It comes in 100 yards. So if you want to buy that much, but I use this color a lot. Just a bright sunflower yellow. Yeah, and to crinkle it up, all I do is spray it with a little spray bottle and then scrunch it up in my hand and let it dry. And then you have your own crinkled seam binding. And it ends up being like 12 cents a yard, I think. Or 15, what am I saying? Yeah, maybe 15 cents a yard, something like that, which is really a good price. Okay, so there's that. And I did ink the edges on that. Let me just show you that really quick. With the tea dye. Just really adds a little, and you might not be able to see it that well here, but put my glasses on. So yeah, I think it's just really a cute yellowed vintagey look. Just kind of makes your edges stand out. So, tuck that in there. Isn't that sweet? Got our little waterfall. So fun. All right, and then the next page, tuck that back in there. It's a little harder to get in. Next page is my, stick those back in there. My flap, side flap page. So, let's see, and I did use a piece of paper that's not in this collection. This yellow is, I'm gonna have to, let's see, I have to find that. And this is from the Homemade collection from Carta Bella. It's got little bees on the back. So, I don't know why I did not. I put my glue lid on. Why I didn't cut this piece. I wonder if I misplaced it somewhere. So let's measure that. Just going to, this one doesn't have any flaps. It's, or tabs, it's pretty easy. So I would just mark where you, hold it where you want it with a little space around the edges. So I want to cut it about right there. And then this piece right here is 3 1/4. And that's 4 1/2. So total we want 7 1/2. 7 1/2 inches long. So move these out of the way for a second. Oops, I lost. Okay. Whoa. Goodness, crafting accidents. My glasses fell off and they are stuck in my hair. I don't think I've ever done that before. Okay. Ouch. So 7 1/2 long by, what is this? I'm gonna go this way to tell you what it is. That is 5 3/4, almost. 7 3/4 by 7. Let's see. How did it go this way though to measure the 7? This. So what did I say? Did I say 7 1/2? I think I did. Sorry, couldn't find my ruler, huh? Yep, 7 1/2. Okay. So there's the 7 1/2. All right, there's our piece. And little books. Alrighty, and I'm gonna score that because this paper is really thick. So I want to score it about right there. So a little tip, don't put your pom-pom trim on until the end because it really makes it hard to work on your book. This one wasn't a big deal because it's so tiny. Let's see here. Okay, need my little stylus again. So we're scoring that at 4 1/8. Whoops. Okay. So we've got 4 1/8 here, and then the 3, whatever that was, 3 1/4 or something like that. Okay, looks good. Flip that over and around those corners. Got our little piece here. Using the small, the 1/4 inch side. And I'm also going to round these corners here. So not all of the corners. I mean not these two, because they're going to be in the center, obviously. Okay, like that. Of course, you can use any of the papers from the collection here. You don't feel like you need to go and buy this paper, but this homemade paper collection. Okay, I guess I need to round that corner. How come I didn't? Oh, look what I just did. I didn't have this corner rounded, just these 3. How funny. I wonder why I did that. Okay, I might end up rounding that corner, but then this one's not rounded. Oh, well, I guess I won't worry about it. When you're trying to make a video, things just don't always go how you think they will. Gonna put some ink on that one. It's so cute. And then, let's see, we can glue that down. And I've got 2 cards here glued like back to back. So 2 of the 3x4 cards. Okay, I've got my 2 cards cut and rounded the corners. I inked this one and I sanded the edges a bit on this one. Now I think I need to do this edge better. All right, so all we need to do is, you might need to use your bone folder to score this a little bit better so it will lay more flat. I don't know, I need to open the book up, yeah. Okay, yeah, that helps. And let's see, then we're just gonna glue this here. I already put my glue on, and I'm going to leave it hanging off this side about 1/2 inch or so. See if that's straight. That looks pretty good. Okay. And then I'm going to place that card right over that one. Glue that on there. Okay, I've put my glue on. Don't want it upside down. And just line those up there. Like that. There's that page, and then I'll also cut another approximately 3x4 card for a photo mat. Sorry, I'm trying to hurry because this video is going long as usual. Center that here. And I added just a little tiny bit of trim there. Let's see. Scissors. Little Fabri-Tac. And then I just a couple little stickers. There, I did pop the bumblebee up. Give it a little more dimension. Okay. pink flower. Where is that? Right there in the center. Oh goodness. And that bumblebee right here. Whoops. Stick it on your table. Probably want to put a little bit of powder on the back of those leaves, but sometimes I just stick my finger on it so that it's not so sticky anymore. And that kind of works. And then another little piece of foam under that bumblebee. Just a little one for the center of him, for his little body. Okay, hopefully that's small enough. Should work. Oops. Okay, like that. And pop him right there. And I was trying to make him so you wouldn't see him until you open it, but I've decided that doesn't matter if he's kind of peeking out there, but make him right on that corner. Okay. Isn't that cute? I love these daisies and this yellow watercolor gingham together. I just had to use that paper. I made, what did I make with it? It's right here on my table still. This little folio. I make these out of shirt boxes. So yeah, I was thinking about that. Isn't that cute paper? Oh my goodness. Got a couple of, it's a traveler's notebook. Got a couple of journals and stuff in there. I'll link that video too, just for the fun of it, in case you haven't seen it. I love taking like everyday items, like a file folder or a shirt box, and making something beautiful out of them. I did add a little bit of trim that I had in my stash here, just a little piece of rickrack. It's actually velvet rickrack, which is really fun. But any rickrack you have will work. And then last, did a couple of cards here. Added my trim. I just glued this one on. Tuck them in there. So I did glue the top of this pocket so it just comes out the side, if you can see that. And then our last page. So I get such a mess going on when I'm making a project. I've got this one. I was going to show you how I trim that one. And I have, okay, and I've got one cut to size here. And then let's see if I've got my card cut out. Here. Just gonna have to cut that out, but do that in a second. Let's see. So do I have, I don't remember if I made a template for that one. I did, and I just cut a piece of the file folder. So let's see. Yep. And then I just did my best to, just follow along and cut it that much smaller all the way around to make that template. Just like that. That's all I did. And it was pretty tricky on the round corners. Just if you have a pair of small scissors, it makes it a lot easier. So that's all I did to make that template. Okay, so then let's see, I think I want it going this direction. I think more butterflies are, yeah, going that way. So I'll just trace that. Let's see, want it up higher, I think. And then if you put it right up in the corner, you don't have to worry about cutting those two sides. And I'll just trace that. I'm gonna cut that out. Let's see, I'm gonna go this way so I can see. And this part would probably be easier with bigger scissors right here, but I have the little ones here next to me. Just cutting that pencil line off, just barely. Okay, around that little corner, really carefully, and up. Hopefully I'm on camera. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm going to hurry and ink that a little bit. Hurrying. I know sometimes I probably give too many details when I'm making a video, but you know, you can always skip through some stuff, right? If you already know how to ink edges or whatnot. Let's see. Should I go that way or that way? Got it the other, I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm gonna round just two of those corners for this side here. Glue that in and glue that in. And I'm using my Fabri-Tac because my little glue bottle is just about out. All right, I've got my card cut. Around those corners, you can sand the edges if you want or ink them. And I'm going to do the same thing. I've got a 1 inch strip, 1 by 4 inch strip of paper. Oh, and it's going to go on the back of that, and we're going to tuck that under this. So I'm going to glue that. On the back on this side right here. And you are going to end up with a white strip here, so if you wanted to use a scrap, that might be a better idea, a double-sided scrap. I don't know why I used white. But it's all right. We'll just cover it up with with a little scrap, and that will go in there like that. So let's see, I'm gonna glue that under there first. So putting glue here. And get it where you want it. And I put it a little closer to the top than the bottom. And it does look cute. I did sand the edges on that so it really stands out. And I put a little bit of lace on there, like a little tab. Woo. And then just glue your little page on. Just like that. That's the last page. Yay! And so you do have a little strip of white. Yeah, I should have used some cute paper there, but yeah, and then just take a scrap and cover it up. That actually does look cute there. It's got a pencil line on it though. see how long. I'm trying to rush and it's not going like as well as it should, but that's all right. Doesn't need to be perfect. Just have fun with it. Okay. So of course you could cover that with a photo, put a photo here. Lots of space here for pictures and journaling. I just love this little project so much. Do the little walkthrough one more time with this one. And yeah, I'll try to link this, whatever supplies I can find for you below. It really does help me if you purchase anything from my links. It, you know, gives me a couple dollars to buy more supplies with. Oops, losing that little card in there. My big one's over here. Let's see. I think this ribbon is from Hobby Lobby as well. So. Hello. Almost done. Pocket here. Yeah, be sure and comment below if you have any questions. And then I did add a little piece on the back as well. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I really appreciate you all. Take care.